Welcome back, everybody, to Typical Mondays. As always, we're your hosts. I'm Ben.
And I'm Lane.
Welcome back. I believe this is episode 15, Lane.
The big 1-5.
We did it. The big times.
We're finally here.
We can retire now. I'm pretty proud of us, man. We managed to put 15 of these suckers out.
We did.
We were new to the podcast game, and
still are.
Still are, yes. We're still very new.
A little more seasoned.
But we were completely, we were podcast gringos, and now we're a little less gringo.
Yeah.
Is that a throwback to Red Dead Redemption?
That's exactly what it was.
That's
yes.
a good
Nice.
one.
You caught the reference.
I did.
Greenhorn.
Nice. Oh, man. So what do we got going on here, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. Last night I made lamaine for dinner. That was
Nice.
kind of a little highlight of the week, sadly, but it was really good. It was really
now,
good.
Okay, I just want to stop there just to inform myself. Is that lo mein? Is that what?
Lamaine,
Lamaine? Yeah. Is it pronounced lamaine? I typically hear it lo mein.
Lamaine.
You would. You're
lo mein. If you say it fast, it's lamaine.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Okay. Never mind then. I was looking for some help because I figured
gotcha.
you'd be the authority on
Lo mein.
Asian food being,
Lo mein. But if you're tired and don't feel like pronouncing lo mein, you can say lamaine. Lamaine.
Nice. Is that the noodles?
Yeah.
What is that?
The thicker noodles, some beef steak, peppers, mushrooms, some veggies. You can kind of put whatever you want in it.
Almost like a stir fry. You just throw it all in. And,
Yep.
We like to do a stir fry with, there's these really good vegan sausages that are like, it's the best alternative I've ever found. I mean, you can eat it and I think it tastes delicious, and I'm really picky.
You guys are going to have to cook a meal and kind of like let me get a feel for what this
Sure, man. I will.
Yeah.
I almost feel like I had to relearn how to cook, which is kind of disappointing for me because I really enjoyed cooking, but it was
big change.
Yeah, and but anyways, I'll cook you something. I do a pretty decent stir fry with like those vegan sausages. You just fry them up, cut them up, and toss them in there.
I need to get that misconception out of my head that it all tastes gross. Every time I think plant-based, I think of 1 year in particular. We had a Thanksgiving, and I think I was at your house. I just wanted to go over to your house.
The tofurkey, stuff like that. Yeah,
your mom cooked it in the toaster oven. It wasn't bad, but it's like I'm not sure why, but that is the memory implanted in my head.
Right.
Anytime I think vegetarian, it's that.
Well, there's more options now than there ever have been, with people getting more and more environmentally conscious.
Impossible burgers.
There's Impossible meats, and then there's Impossible products. I think the brand is like Impossible.
Beyond.
And there's Beyond. Beyond Meat is so good. They have really great burgers.
It's Beyond Meat.
And so their idea is, we didn't plan to talk about this, but we can go into it for a minute. Is like their thing is, they want to make a sustainable meat alternative for people who aren't vegans, right? Just somebody who maybe you want to cut back on your meat consumption and you want to eat something that doesn't taste like a veggie patty, because they're not going for, remember like those Morningstar things we used to eat, where it's like, it's like a green patty that you can see the carrots and beans in. It's like it's like a veggie loaf or some garbage like that.
Like you're ashamed to bring this frozen box to like a barbecue,
right? Well, see, they use that example. They say this is something that you can bring to a barbecue and you could be happy, and if your friends want to try it, it's good.
It's not a bad concept. And I think I saw a YouTube video of Mark
Rober. I just watched his video the other day. That's funny. Yeah. I like his stuff, man.
It looked pretty good, and like the way they create it, once they're done, it looked like meat. That was kind of crazy.
It's crazy, and it's really simple. That's another thing, is there's not a ton of garbage chemicals in these either, which is a big thing.
We should attempt to make one.
We should.
Yeah.
I watched
try it out.
On the video they showed making, I think, all the ingredients that go into it. It's not too much.
You make the veggie one, and I'll make the meat one.
The real one?
And we'll
have the parts.
You can't really compare them because you won't try the meat one. So I guess.
Okay. Well, you could, as an avid meat eater, you can eat it and say, "Hey, this is pretty good."
This is disgusting.
The turkey burger and all that.
Oh man.
But anyways, well. So what we got, Lane? How are you doing lately, man?
Pretty good. Did I tell you that I lost a fish? I might have mentioned it.
Oh man, no.
So not like it died. I mean, it did, but so I just lost it. So like I couldn't find it. It was a little over a month, and usually if you can't find the fish, one of two things: either it died and fish ate it, or like it jumped out. And
so what happened to this guy?
Well, all of my fish are extremely healthy, so it's like there was no signs of it, getting sick or something. So I know it didn't die. So I'm like, it had to have jumped out. And I'm looking all around the tank, underneath the tank, nothing. I'm like, man, because this fish was kind of a rare fish. Maybe not rare.
For all the fish enthusiasts out there, what kind of fish was it?
It's a deep water rainbow fish.
Oh boy, sounds
so
rare.
Not deep water, like it's in deep water. That's just the name of it.
Weird.
So yeah,
whoever named that was an
super
idiot.
gorgeous stuff. I mean, like it's just amazing. Like purple, red, yellow, and blue.
Have you shown me this one?
Yeah.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
You're not going to see it now. So I finally found it. I was cleaning out my FX6 filter once every like 5 months. So I'm like, oh, here it is. It was underneath the filter.
Oh, man.
And this is...
shark bait. Ooh, ha, ha.
Yeah, it is. And it looked like a dried fish. Looked like a snack my wife tends to eat, those dried fish.
Oh, wow.
Filipinos like it. So as a joke, I'm like, hey, honey, found a snack for you. And she's like, what do you mean?
The most expensive snack fish you'll ever eat.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my God.
And by snack fish, do you mean like sardines? Or
no, it's like, I don't know what fish. I forget. It's a small, kind of bulbously round fish, and they fillet it in half. It's like it's got height to it, so it's like
really,
I don't know,
kind of
hard to explain, but yeah, they slice it up, fillet it, take out the bones. Sometimes they leave them in for some extra crunch, and they just put lots of salt and vinegar on it, and they dry it out, and it lasts for like months.
So, we went out last week with some Filipino friends of ours, a couple,
nice.
And she was eating like we went to that Dragonfly Cafe and that one place, the Boba Tea. We went that one time when we were conceptualizing Typical Mondays. Our first think tank meeting. Remember that? Where we got boba tea?
No.
What? You took me there because it was like, man, this is the boba spot. This
I know
where I come for
the
boba
place,
tea.
but I don't remember that being our first like think tank time.
Yeah, I think that was like our first. That was our first.
Huh?
Yeah.
What is that place called?
I can't think of it.
Something Asian Lotus. There
Yeah.
They had good sushi burritos and like a sushi bowl type thing.
And but she was eating these little like shrimp snacks, like dried shrimp puff snacks or something.
Okay.
And that's what it reminded me of.
Sounds about right. so yeah, I mourn the loss of my little crispy friend. So I've actually got more on hold now. So I was supposed to go pick him up yesterday, but I didn't get the chance to. Been busy at work, so I might go grab him tomorrow. I want to pick up 3. So
nice.
One die and replace it with
3. Fill that heart-shaped or fish-shaped hole in your heart.
Yep.
What do you ever name any of your fish? It doesn't seem like you.
Well, not really. I know we did when we had like a little 13-gallon tank because like they only had like 3 or 4 fish. But I've got like probably 60 fish in that thing. So
and how many gallons is that tank?
It's 100 gallons.
Really? Boy, 100 gallons is smaller than you would think when you're looking at it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 100 gallons is a lot, but it doesn't look like it in a tank.
Nope. Probably 60. I might even have more. But you guys can feel free to name them if you want. I'll post a picture.
Hey, listen,
one day.
First in the comments gets to name Lane's fish. Oh,
even though you haven't seen. And so name the 3 that I'm going to get.
Yeah.
I guess. All right, that works. Sure. You have no idea what they're going to look like. Go ahead and pick a name.
Go ahead and Google a deep water rainbow fish.
No, I'm actually not getting that one. They're rare, so they don't have them in stock. So
what kind of fish are you getting?
2 New Guinea reds. So that's that big red rainbow you see in there. 2 more of those, and then 1 Parkinsoni.
What is that? It's got a cool name.
That is the one with the orange fins.
I don't know it off the top of my head.
He's not super bright. He's kind of juvenile. Once they're adults, they get real bright orange and black fins with like a blue body. It's cool looking. Those are rare, but not as rare. So they have them, so I'm going to go ahead and pick some up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing this past week. So
nice. Yeah, I was just smooth transition here. Again, 2 weeks in a row. Thanks for asking me how my week has been, Lane.
Well, I was actually getting ready to say, did you watch any TV series. 'Cause you said something.
I watched High Fidelity this week, and this is a remake.
I tend to do that, man.
It's all good. I'm just jaunting and poking fun for all the listeners out there. It's I don't know. You've never seen it, but it's like I think it came out like 2000. It's like John and Joanne Cusack. But it's like it's a guy who owns a record store, and he's like he's like going through like his past breakups to see find out some more about himself and whatever.
When you said guy owning a record store, first thing I thought of was that new Netflix thing of Eddie Murphy. Where he's like a raunchy comedian.
What's it called? My name is.
Yeah, you're on the right track.
I've been meaning to watch it, but I haven't seen it. I hear it's great. People say it's great.
I saw it. I did like it. It's kind of unlike him, but in a good way.
That's what I hear, because Eddie Murphy hasn't made a good movie in like 20 years.
Not unlike him, meaning it because it's good. I just mean like unlike him in the role that he played. It's like
it's almost like a biopic, right? It's almost like a is it based on a true story?
I have no idea.
A lot of people that
it feels like it.
Yeah.
It feels like he wouldn't just like create this. God dang right on Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, I've heard a few good things about it. But yeah, so it's High Fidelity. It's based on, and it's got Zoe Kravitz as the lead, and she's pretty cool. Oh, okay. And so we're working through that. And then I did watch a killer indie movie right before I left. Well, I almost finished it. I got like 20 minutes left.
Oh, really?
It's called, for anybody interested, it's called The Time Trap.
The Time Trap.
I think it's on Netflix. The idea is that these
James Franco?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Probably would have been better if it had James Franco in it. But it's these. The idea is there's this cave where time moves like infinitely slower. It's like when you enter the cave, like time passes like 1 year per second, pretty much.
Is that Star Wars guy bust out at any point?
No. Oh, dang, but this is the spoiler version. Well, I haven't finished it. But anyways, it was like kind of pretty low key and decent up until like the 40-50 minute mark, where an alien from space shows up in the cave and fights a caveman.
Like a cool type alien, or is it
like in a giant suit? And so it was like pretty low key up until, and I find a lot of indie movies are that way. Like they're actually pretty decent until some like weird twist in like the beginning of the third act. And so I'm gonna go home and finish it just for craps and giggles. But it was,
you're like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, I was like, okay, come on, you had me and you lost me,
right,
real quick.
Same thing happened to me with Orville. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Oh man, that's
Seth MacFarlane.
That's all been on my list. It's like
it's really funny. But there's episodes where it's like, well, that wasn't funny at all.
Well, that's my thing.
But it comes back.
Yeah, what's his name? Seth. What's his name?
MacFarlane.
He's super hit or miss for me. Like that's all of his stuff is like either funny or it's like, man, I'm not into that. But I've been meaning to watch that because it's like a spoof on like Star Trek or something, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
I've been meaning to watch it.
It's like a well put together spoof, but there's episodes where it's like, that was pointless. Gotcha. But it usually comes back around. I'm gonna say the whole time travel thing that brought up something with James Franco. He's in a new series where he goes back in time.
Really? What's that called? Do you know?
It's called The Date. Sorry, not The Date. It's the name of it is an actual date. The date that John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Ooh, and I'm not a history buff, so I do not remember.
Right.
But it's that date, and I guess what it is his friend, his longtime friend that owns like a diner, and like one of the closet doors, actually, if you walk into it, it takes you back to a couple months before the assassination. And I guess that guy's been like trying his I don't know, 20-something years to prevent it.
Stop it. And never can.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So he gets close, and then he dies, and then he I guess gets his friend to do it, which is James Franco.
Have you watched the whole thing yet?
Not the whole thing. I'm about 4 episodes in. It's really good.
Super interesting.
Yeah. You'll watch it, and you'll definitely like it.
Yeah, it sounds really cool.
Sure.
I bet what happens, I'm going to call it, is that at the very end, they end up stopping it, and it ruins the timeline. That's my guess.
Interesting.
That's where I would imagine that would go. Have you ever seen, do you ever watch The Umbrella Academy?
Yeah. It's been a while, but yes. Yeah.
How like it kind of, the big plot point is like the Kennedy assassination. It reminds me a little bit of that. That's pretty cool.
Was it? Oh, I didn't know that. It's been so long.
Well, maybe it's the comic that has the. Okay, it's more so in the comic, but it plays a part in the TV show. But anyways, yeah.
Speaking of indie, as well, I brought up that Ragnarok series.
Yeah, man, I haven't watched it. I've been meaning to, but
I think it's in the UK, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but it's all it looks like subbed, so it's English subbed. So they don't actually speak English.
Oh, well, what do they speak?
I don't know, but it's not English.
Maybe like my guess would be like Swedish or something Norse,
something like that. Yeah, it definitely Nordish, because the whole thing's So,
all right, I'll check it out. Yeah. It's on my list. Yeah, I ended up watching High Fidelity this week instead of Ragnarok, but I'll get to it.
Ragnarok Magna, that's his name.
It's a cool name, dude. That's a dope name.
Magna.
It's probably like, their version of John or something, but like
right,
Magna. That sounds dope too.
It's really weird. It's extremely different, but it's good. Like you want to keep watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so how's the baby?
She's doing good, man. I tell you what, she turned 1 a couple weeks ago, and she's walking and talking. And talking is she has like her words. She said like mama, dada. My mom's Grams, cute, so she called her mom like Grams. And I tell you what, the most recent development is she's climbing. Like she can climb onto couches now, which means she can access the windows and the corner tables, and so that's.
Whole new level of hazard.
Yeah, changing. And I have like I've been putting off, putting all of my EDC like knives and gear like that in a drawer. Mm-hmm. But I had to do that last week finally, after she brought me one of my pocket knives.
Oh god! Daddy.
Yeah. Oh, no. Like no way for her to open it up.
That's the switchblade.
Close enough. Yeah, I have a few of those.
Oh, and
but yeah, it's the past couple of nights she hasn't been sleeping real well, which has been.
Fun,
fun,
yeah.
And because we've been past that for a while, but it's, overall, man, it's great. It's it's cool, challenging, exciting. How about you? What's going on with Tala?
Everything's going good. I mean, she like discovered her tongue like 3 weeks ago, so she's like constantly sticking it out. Yeah, no,
gotcha.
Like her actual tongue. So she's putting her hands in her mouth, slobbering everywhere. Yeah. It was cute. I guess now, or about a week ago, she discovered that she has like a voice. Yeah. So she's like always making loud sounds.
Gotcha.
Like you think she's like crying in pain, but she's just like yelling.
Right.
Yeah. So she's like trying to work out how to get that down, but she's loud.
Yeah.
She is loud, man.
Who did she get that from? More
I don't know. I mean, I guess I've got the. Yeah.
But I guess I didn't know you was a baby, but as a kid, you were still pretty low key.
Yeah, like as a baby, I was super quiet. I mean, I have a loud voice, but I was still super quiet. So maybe she gets my loudness.
Forgive me, but like not to stereotype, but like most Asian babies are pretty like. On every flight I've ever been to Asia, different parts, like. There's been babies. I didn't hear a peep out of one.
Because I'm going to get slapped. Don't you do it.
But like super like, not say your daughter's not well behaved. That's not what I'm saying. Right. But just, that's just screaming and digging my hole deeper here.
So I think she gets like the power from her voice for me. And then like I don't know. She's very not needy, but she always wants to be like entertained. She wants to be held.
Gotcha.
Move her hands around, play with her, make faces. Oh yeah.
Now, is that
always
kind of a new thing, or has she always been that way? Because she doesn't know me very well, but
2 months. Yeah.
Gotcha. Because she doesn't know me very well, but every time I've seen her, she's been pretty chill.
I got you.
So I wonder if that's
it's when she starts to fuss. She's like, "Someone acknowledge me."
Right. Yeah. Entertain me.
And I guess now, like the most recent, like within the past 3 or 4 days, she, I guess, figured out she has arms. So now she's just like flailing those things around,
right?
Always like hitting herself in the leg. So now you have to watch. So when you pick her up, she doesn't go whap like to the eye, face, nose, mouth, and it hurts.
Yeah, man.
Like, it really does hurt. Like I was on the wrestling team for like a couple of years, and like there's a few times where it was like wow, and it like takes me back, and I'm like, man.
Yeah,
got some strong arms.
Baby hands. Zola, see, now we do, not to, nobody jump us here, but we really like co-sleeping, and which we can talk about that another day. But I mean, people have been doing it for people seem to lose their mind over it. People have been doing it for thousands of years. No. And do whatever works best for you, but co-sleeping just works best for us. But she sleeps like horizontal between us, and so Anne gets punched in the face all night, and I get kicked in the face all night, and vice versa. God. So yeah, I know about that.
Just turn her.
She won't stay, dude. She won't stay. Jeez. She sleeps with reckless abandon.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh man. Free alarm clock. You just never know when it's gonna go off.
Yeah. Unpredictable but reliable.
Oh man, nothing in this world's ever free.
So something else. One thing I have written down here I wanted to ask is like how are you seeing some of her like personality start to like kind of show up now? What is she, 3-4 months old now?
It's be 4 months Wednesday.
Nice.
Thursday.
And are you seeing kind of starting to see some of that personality?
Yeah, she has my scowl. So like if she like doesn't like something or like I put a slice of cucumber in her mouth to see how she would react. It's like boom, my face. It's like get this out of here.
You don't like cucumber, do you?
I do, yeah.
Oh, you do?
I mean, I'm just like
tomatoes, but you don't like. You don't like tomatoes.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. So yeah, I mean, she's I'm starting to see myself more, but she's so young. She doesn't talk. She can't walk. She can't crawl. So I was like, not really, but yes. So yeah,
that's fun.
How about you? I mean,
she's of course Zola's a little over a year now, but yeah, and I tell you, she's really strong-willed, which is, I tell you what. And now, okay, so you and I are both raised in. Well, I want to say the South. I mean, Florida is as South as you can get, but we talked about this before, I think, on the podcast. Like, it's not quite the Southern culture. It's more of like a more international culture.
It's like a melting pot where all the old people kind of go.
You got a lot of old people.
Central Florida, because we're in Central Florida. Now, if we were in like the Keys or something like that,
right? A little more diversity there. But anyways, I'm pretty sure you were, but I was spanked as a kid. Were you spanked as a kid?
Yep.
Yeah, and so
I spanked. I think I was like 15 or 16, I think.
Me too. Like bend over and you're just like, all right, it doesn't hurt, doesn't do anything at this point. It's just embarrassing. It's more embarrassing than it does hurt.
We're still doing this, really? Okay.
Yeah. And
your words. Could like catch the belt like midair. You know what I mean? Yeah. And
so we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do, man, because we call it. I call it pow pow. And
what is pow pow?
Pow pow is I'll like if she's reaching for something, like I might like flick her hand or
flick
or and like I do it to myself. I'm like, man, this hurts. But if she's not listening, I'll do it to her, and she laughs at me, and then and I don't know, man. I don't know about like, so I just don't know how effective like that form of punishment is, because she's just so strong-willed, which is I was not that way. Anne was not that way. Well, I think Anne was probably a little more sassy when she was a kid than I was, for sure.
Right. But, so was Ping. So,
really?
Yeah.
And so I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And I look at each other like, what are we gonna do with this kid? She's like only a year, and it's like nothing. Oh my gosh! So I think maybe I'm hoping that when she gets to the point where she can talk and you can kind of begin to reason. Like you can threaten to take things away, or remove. Like I'm thinking that's gonna be the only kind of discipline that's gonna work, because she's just so strong-willed about things.
See, so I've already established weekly meetings with my baby.
Break those down for me.
Every Thursday afternoon, we sit down on the couch and I talk to her. I'm like, listen,
this is good. I like this.
Last week, the goals were not met. You promised to do XXX and you didn't do any of them. So every single week, we sit down and have this talk. So at some point, she's going to get it and realize, hey, I'm not pulling my own weight here. So I'm starting them young.
Have like productivity meetings.
Yeah. Listen, you got to pick up the slack. You're not cutting it. So and it's funny. So like when she gets into like a crying fit, which is not a lot, I mean, maybe 4 or 5 times a week sounds like a lot, but it's not really when you're with a baby
not really,
24/7. So when she gets into a crying fit, I'll be like, Tala, you promised me last Thursday. I'm like, you're going against your word. So it's funny. I mean, anyone who's around there while I'm saying it laughs. the baby doesn't really care.
Yeah, that's something we try to do as well. Like I try to talk to her like I try to do as little baby talk as possible. Of course, there's some baby talk, but like I try to like talk to her like she's an adult. Just try to want to get her used to that. And another thing is that we're working on sign language. My mom started her
very cool.
off on a few sign language things when she was like, I don't know, maybe 6 months. And so I tell you what, man, she grabbed a hold of it. So now we're trying to teach her some stuff.
And you don't know what she's saying.
Well, I mean, it's not that she knows like
cool. She used the flick motion.
The pow. Get out of here. I tell you when I point at her and I go, "Hey, Zola, knock it off. It's not good." She'll point at me back and go,
Good. Oh my god.
So she knows like more. She knows more. She knows.
I know
all
more.
done.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. We just taught her please.
Please.
Thank
you doesn't look very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, that sign that doesn't look very nice.
Well, it's just
I'm pretty sure it means something else.
Thank you, man.
Pretty sure it means something else.
for anybody listening, thank you. If you don't know, it's just like your hand is on your chin and you just kind of like outwards, like thank you.
Yeah, you did it on your neck the first 2 times.
Oh, okay. I do it to her. Okay, that's weird. I do it to her like that because when I do this, she thinks that's blowing kiss, and so she'll just blow kisses. So I do it here to try and show her like. Not
you're telling her something else, man. No. I'm pretty sure it's a swear word.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like 99% sure.
Oh, let me Google that.
Screw you. That's basically what it means. I'm like 99% sure. I think my mom did that to her 2 adopted girls. Taught them sign language, and it worked out well.
Nice. Yeah, like my mom started it with Zola, and so it worked out so well. I was like, okay, I gotta step up and try and do some of this crap too.
We'll probably start doing that somewhat soon because there needs to be some level of communication. Because it's just I can't take the crying. Oh man. I'm
looking into sign language curses here, and I haven't found that one yet.
See it.
But there's plenty of things here that I did not know that now I know.
Wait a second. Oh, man. I haven't set up that salt tank yet. I know I was talking about that forever ago, but it's just no stinking time. I'm like, you really can't fathom how much time you don't have until you have a baby.
We were talking about this before we recorded, like, just like how, we used to have schedules. Like, you're definitely a more, like, regimented person. Like you really like your this and I'm a little more free flowing. But even still like me, it's kind of frustrating. But parenting is just it's making it work every day. Because sometimes your baby goes down at the right time. Sometimes they're up until 4 midnight and you have to be up at 4 or it's like, and so you just do the best you can with the cards you've been dealt that day. Oh gosh.
And this deck of cards is like mixed with like backgammon chips, chess pieces, Uno.
Right.
It's just you don't know like what kind of game.
All the wrong pieces and no instructions.
It's just insane.
It's nuts, man.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that's I'll get the salt tank up at some point. It's not really on the priority list.
Exactly.
Right now it's just go to bed when you can and work when you can. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it. So I got a VR headset.
Nice, man. You've been telling me.
The one that I was talking about that my brother got. And it's amazing. It is for sure the future. I've only gotten to play it like 1.5 times.
Yeah. I saw something your wife posted on Instagram. Is that where you're going? A picture of you playing with Tala? Is that where you're going?
Yes. That's not where I was going. I totally forgot about it due to sleep deprivation. But yes. So that video was actually with my brother's. That wasn't with mine. But yeah, it's I put her in the like
a baby Bjorn.
It's like a baby strap Bjorn thing. And I play Beat Saber. She really, really likes it. Because while I'm playing it, I'm like kind of
like moving her
dancing,
around,
moving
like
around, up,
around,
down, left, right. And she'll just like laugh the whole time. So it's like I put the volume like at 1 or 2 or 3 so I can hear the song. And then I can also like hear her laugh too. So yeah, she's like, haha, this is fun. Yeah. So. And it's a workout. So it's like not only are you sweating, you also have like a 16, 17 pound baby strapped to your chest, which is not light at all.
Tell you what, dude, they get heavy fast, especially when you're holding them in like one arm.
Oh my gosh, I can't hold her in one arm longer than like 10 minutes.
Makes you feel like a wimp.
It really does. I'm like, this is embarrassing.
Like her car seat. We have the same car seat, right? Lord, so like when I like carry her around, it's like, dude, this is like Anne almost like just never does it. She's
is that a brand specific thing? Because I feel like there isn't any way all these moms are carrying around these dang car seats. I'm being serious. Like this thing is heavy.
It's ours. We have the Upper Baby. What's it?
Yeah,
is it Upper Baby
the Vista car seat thing.
Yeah, and so I don't think it's that much heavier than anything else. It's just
I'm pretty sure it is. I want to say I looked it up and it was like 25 pounds or 30 pounds.
I'm going to
Google. It's like 30 pounds. And then with like an almost 20-pound baby, it's like you're carrying at least a 45-pound weight.
Right.
So if you go to the gym and you're putting a 45-pound plate on, sucker's not light. Like, it's a pain to put that thing back on the rack after you're done with a set. I just picture walking around Target with that thing. It's just, it's so bad.
Never anymore, dude. It's okay. So the car seat, well, guess what? How
is it way less than I thought it was? There's no way, man.
It's 9.9 pounds.
Bull crap.
It's not even 10 pounds, man. Just under 10 pounds. Yeah, the seat weight is 9 pounds. Oh, that's funny.
Which model is that though?
It's ours. They only have one infant car seat. So that's the Mesa.
I sincerely call bull. That thing is heavy.
9.9 pounds. No, man. Moms are just
is that kilograms?
Warriors. No, just
is that
pounds.
kg?
No, it's lbs.
Lane Benz.
It's like 25 pounds by itself.
Gosh, it feels like it. It really does. My gosh. I thought for sure like they're like weighting this thing down with sand. I'm being serious. Like I'm carrying this thing. I'm like, what is in this? It's like lead or sand or both. 9 pounds?
That's funny. It's 9 pounds plus the baby weight.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Gets heavy quick, man.
I guess it does. That would be a week quick. Mixture of both.
Oh, man. Yeah. So I have a question about, since we're on the topic of fatherhood, how is parenthood, fatherhood different from what you imagined it to be? Is it different at all? Like, what are there anything like we haven't talked about this. I just thought about it while we were talking.
When I imagine being a parent, I basically picture them like starting at the age of 3. So I can't. I never really envisioned anything before that. Like I think I'll be a great dad, and I don't think I'm bad now. I just think I'll be much better when they're older.
When you can have those productivity meetings with
something, just any kind of communication would be great at this point. It's just hard trying to cope with 2 or so. Like I work full time, not anymore, but like I mean that's we usually work full time, and my wife works full time as well. So now it's like I just work when I can.
Yeah. I know,
but it's just like, good Lord, you really don't you don't realize how much time you had until you don't have nothing like
crazy.
So it's but yeah, tell you what, it makes for great excuses.
Oh, having a baby is the world's greatest excuse.
I mean, it's I'm the kind of person that doesn't really care. Just like, I don't really feel like going,
right.
But it's like,
but in certain
nobody
situations,
asks or thinks twice.
Right.
Like not even like I said, it's like, okay, great. All right, we'll see you.
Yeah. The two best excuses in the world are a pregnant wife
Yep.
and then a baby.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, man. This is baby.
You can get out of anything.
Yep.
Anything.
Yeah.
Gone.
Magic.
You now do not have to go. My friend in Texas is getting married. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I
baby.
can't.
You know what I mean?
Baby.
Yep.
I'm watching her that day.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Freaking awesome. So that's the awesome part. But yeah, I never really pictured anything below.
The great part about parenting is using your baby to get out of
blowing off people. Oh man. But I mean, hey, if you're late to an appointment, if you're late to work, it's like, oh, baby. Well, if you're at a corporate job, I don't think they're gonna care. But if you're somewhat self-employed, or I don't know, actually, if you're self-employed, you don't have
like a
client to answer to. You're apologizing to yourself.
Look yourself in the mirror and have a monthly or weekly meeting with yourself.
Oh my god! But I don't know if this happens to you. This isn't like a new thing being a dad, but it happens way more often. You go into the TV room and the remote's in a different freaking spot every single time.
Life. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we use yes, and to that. We use the Fire TV, so we have a little Fire TV remote.
Yeah.
And it's the regular
Fire
remote.
Stick?
Fire stick.
Okay. Yeah.
And so we have the Fire remote, and the regular size remote is easy enough to get lost. But this little freaking thing, dude, and Zola loves it. Okay, listen, I have bought Zola a fake TV remote, a fake game controller to give to her when, like, because we used to use the Xbox to watch like YouTube and stuff like that.
Which one's
dude,
real.
she knows which one we use. And she doesn't care. She only wants the Fire remote.
This one has the power.
And you know what's funny is because you can talk into the remote to like search. Yeah. She'll like hold it up to her mouth and go like talk into it, and she'll like turn it on and like it's nuts.
What's new? Scooby Doo pops up.
It's nuts. Yes, that is this. I feel like my dad, because like growing up, my dad would be like, so where's my dang remote?
He would get so pissed about that.
I'd be like, dude, Dad, what the heck? Just chill out. It's just a
remote.
remote.
You find it? Yeah.
And now I totally get it.
It's like oh,
there's like
poor dad. It's like it was all my fault.
Like as a dad, like there are certain I find more and more. It's just like the little things mean so much. Like. Yeah. Like being able to like watch some TV or watch like some streaming or whatever. It's like, oh my gosh. Or just going home and knowing where the remote is, where you left it. Oh, what a privilege that is.
I know. Yeah.
What a privilege.
Yep.
So yes to that.
Dude, it's oh my gosh. So it's like every single time it's in a different spot. It's either like on the TV stand. So either on the entertainment center somewhere, because we have the little baby kind of lounge thing propped up in front of the TV if she's wanting to watch like musical song stuff every once in a while.
Does it get lost because of her? Does she grab it?
No.
Just wait until those days, buddy.
Yeah.
Just wait for those days.
It's gonna get even worse. So I'm struggling now, and she's even moving it. So it's just different every time, depending on wherever Ping's sitting. It's always on the chair, like on the armrest if I use it. But yeah, with Ping and the baby, it's just so unpredictable. You don't know where the crap it is.
Yeah.
And it's great. Let me tell you.
I've been meaning to buy one of those. You know what those tiles are?
Tiles.
It's those little like
the wireless charging tiles, or
no? They come in. They either come like a credit card size, or you slip in your wallet, and then you connect that to your phone, and so you can call it if you lost it, and it'll bing bing bing. Or you can put it on your keys, and it'll so you can call the tile, and it'll ring so you can find it.
I think I saw those at Lowe's.
Yeah, so I'm going to get one of those and put it on the Fire remote.
That's a really good idea. It'll fit. Slap it on there.
Yep, totally.
In the stomach.
Oh God, it's so little. You're right. That's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm glad you said something. There's no way she can swallow that.
Oh, it'd find her way into her mouth for sure.
I mean, the whole controller thing.
Oh no, but the little tile is like it's like the size of a penny.
But it sticks on it, right?
Yeah, but I'm sure she could probably rip it off.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I just saved your trip to
the ER. You just saved me, yeah. Dang, dude.
I'll take $2,000 in monthly installments.
Like it's like kind of like it's like the size of the white inner circle here, or like that black.
Oh, and you're holding up a whiteboard magnet. Yeah. Okay.
And so it's about that size. So it's
that's for
perfect
sure.
Snack
has size.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's getting teeth, or already has teeth now, dude, right?
She's got her top 2 teeth, her bottom 2 teeth. And the rest are like almost popping. It's nuts. Bites like a rattlesnake, dude.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh.
Ever been bitten by a snake?
No, I haven't.
No.
Okay. The only times I've handled a snake, I was pooped on by a snake as a young child.
Pooped on by a snake.
Yeah, who can say? I'm the only person you ever met who can say I've been pooped on by. Probably right. Like
Yeah.
until that, I didn't even consider the fact
I've
that
owned snakes. I've never been pooped
exactly.
on one. I've owned snakes. I've never been pooped
Exactly.
on one.
Like I never considered the fact that snakes even poop. They don't have a butt. So
They
like,
do.
well, yeah,
But
they have like their little, snake hole.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got pooped by a snake.
But
What's it?
cloaca.
Oh, cloaca. There we go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It is.
Gotcha. What kind of snakes have you had in the past? Just all like little pythons, or
Let me see.
is that the right? I don't know if it's the right
Python
species.
and a Colombian red tail.
You ever been bitten by a snake?
Yeah.
By your pet snakes?
No, actually, never been bitten by my pet snake. It's always someone else's.
Huh.
Yeah, got bit by Zach's once. Went to a few snake shows. Got bit there. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's more of like the strike, like as they're biting you, or like right before you're like, oh, and it's like, oh wait, that doesn't hurt. But it's just like them going so fast it freaks you out, you know.
Oh, it's not a bite and latch; it's a bite and retract kind of situation.
No, like they'll latch on, but it's just like the latch doesn't really hurt. It's just like them going so fast and hitting your skin. It's like you blink and it's like boom, gone.
Right.
You know, it's just freaks you out because they're so dang fast.
Right.
Most of the time, it doesn't hurt. Their teeth are like little.
Really?
So, yeah.
Huh.
But yeah. Zach has my snake now.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Huh.
Clubby red tail. She's getting big. She's probably like 7 feet long.
What?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I couldn't do that.
But it's gorgeous,
that.
gorgeous snake. I mean, it's not like some like ball python. It's like they're expensive, and like they have like this diamond pattern down their entire body, and then their tail is red.
Huh.
So it's just crazy looking. Yeah. But they're
cool.
the most docile snake.
That sounds like my alley. Up my alley.
And they can also be one of the biggest snakes, but they're also the
Like
most
gentle
docile.
giant kind of situation.
Yeah, like they can get like 12 feet long.
Good lord.
Usually it's like around 9.
So
to
saying,
10,
what kind of
but
size tank does he have for a 7 foot long?
He doesn't have a big tank. I want to say it's like 50, 60 gallons. He really needs to get a bigger tank.
Dang, dude,
but
yeah.
I told him if he ever gets rid of it, let me know. I might try and temporarily keep it. I mean, I love her. She's still super nice, but it's like I couldn't keep her once she's an adult.
Right.
With a baby. I mean,
it's
just,
like bigger than a
what
child.
I mean? Yeah, exactly. But I mean, she's about this big around. So
That's
it's like,
big enough around.
Yeah, you know. I mean, not big enough to really do damage, but still. It's,
yeah.
Well, it's a good wrap around. So
I was going to say, that's
what
what I say. Most snake kills is when they coil around somebody, right?
Yeah, yep. And it's a Colombian boa, so that's what it does.
Crazy.
Never know. So yeah, it's probably not going to fly with the wife. So,
yeah,
I would imagine. About it, I'm like, yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
I would imagine.
Maybe temporarily house it in a room and lock the door until I sell it or
keep
something.
Keep it in the studio here.
Yeah. But hey, not a bad idea. Studio snake. Door's always locked with a key, so she can't get out. But yeah, so just nuts.
Yeah.
You know, another thing is so our baby drools a lot. She's starting to now get teeth. Like she's starting to get like a few of them on the bottom.
Nice.
It's weird. She's only she's 4 months, so I got my first tooth at like 3 months. So
it's different all the time.
Yeah.
Like Zola didn't get her first tooth until like 10 months.
Oh, really?
And some kids, I
keep forgetting she's like over a year old.
It's nuts, dude. It's
Golly.
crazy. And some a lot of kids get it, like you said, 3 or 4 months. Just different every baby.
Yeah. She started to get hers and she's drooling. Like she's required to have a bib on 24/7.
Gotcha.
If not, you'll pick her up and her clothes are drenched. Like drenched. Huh. So
interesting.
So we have like just paper towel all throughout the house. Some that are like there in preparation for like spit up or drool, and like some are like have already been like used for spit up and drool. They're just like literally everywhere. Couch, ottoman, couch, bar, floor, table, TV room, like next to our bed, like just literally everywhere. So that's fun too.
Well, see, I kind of do something similar. My wife hates it. And all in my chair, my couch.
A can of tea here.
Yeah, I might join you. That Arizona green tea that'll pick me up here. What we do is, or what I do that my wife hates, is I like to keep some paper towels, right? Some fresh ones. I just tuck it down in the seat cushion. And if I'm there,
God, that would drive me insane.
Well, you can't see it. You can't see it unless
I would
you
just know that it's there.
See, it drives Ann crazy too. Like, okay,
God,
you need to blow your nose. Boom, you got paper towel. Zola, spill something. Boom, paper towel. It's so handy.
You can have a paper towel roll like near the couch, but
there's so much class in. Well, it's not that. That's not like that.
Way
ugly.
More class than stuffing them inside the cushion. Like
you never know it's there.
That would just drive me nuts. Now when I'm at your house, I'm gonna be like, no, I can't do that. If it works, it works though.
It drives Ann crazy, but I love it.
Yeah. You do whatever you gotta do to make it work.
Or you're eating a snack, right? You get a little bit, like a little dribble or something somewhere. You just, whoop, you got one. You don't have to get up.
Now, after you use it, where does it go?
Does
it go back on the couch?
If you blow your nose or something gross, yeah, you can throw it away. But if it's just like, wiping up some, formula or whatever, yeah, boop, back in the couch.
See, no, that would. That's why that drives me crazy. Because like I'm picturing something like that happening. Like it gets used and then back on the couch. Then before you know it, you have some like rotting, I don't know, mess. And like, what's that smell? Like you can't figure it out. And like one tissue got like down into the couch and you can never find it. I don't know. That just gives me like not anxiety, but just it's like making me mad thinking about it.
Well, just so you know, your couch. That's what I've been doing for the past 3 years.
Great. That's right. You still have that couch. I love that couch.
It's the comfiest couch.
It's really weird. Yeah. That right-hand side. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's the best. It's comfiest. Ann says, once we get into a place, Ann's going to make me get rid of it. So do you want it back or no?
Yeah, I mean, I guess hit me up before you get rid of it. If I could tell you, you probably will. So, well, I guess a little update. Well, not update. I know we talked about Tesla previously in the past. If you don't know, I am a pretty big Tesla fan.
Oh, yeah, Tesla fanboy over here.
But there is some news over here that kind of makes me mad at Tesla. I guess so they recently stopped all supercharging for salvage title cars.
Stinks, man.
Which kind of kills my 5-year plan because like I was planning on getting one at an auction and fixing it up.
Right.
And that's not going to happen now if they continue with this, not having supercharging. They also blocked it from all third-party supercharging too. So it's like you literally just have to charge at like your house or a friend's house during a road trip. Like that's horrible.
And you were telling me that there are no even third-party supercharging options available yet? There are.
Yeah.
I thought you said there weren't any out there yet.
No, there's tons, but Tesla's so like the software is in the car. They're stopping it, so now you can't even charge third party. So you can't go to any charging station, any supercharging station that isn't even Tesla's.
Gotcha.
Like that, they shouldn't even have that power.
Right.
I mean, that's really not even their property. So it's like you don't even own the car. Tesla owns the car. You just buy it and drive it, but they apparently own it. So that's not cool.
I hate when any tech company goes super proprietary like that.
Yeah, what they need to do is put software in their own superchargers. Where you plug it in and be like, oh, salvage, nope, not going to charge it.
Right.
It's like, okay, that's fine. It sucks, but it's fine.
Now, I can understand why they would do the salvage thing. I don't agree with it, but I can more understand that. But like cutting out all third party, and that just seems like it's kind of a.
And it's Tesla. Like they have sensors in every like aspect of that car. They can tell if it's gonna be fine. They can tell if it's like, okay, no, this shouldn't work. No, you're blocked. You have to
is that their reason for blocking it, just to protect everybody with the Tesla?
Yes, exactly. They're like, oh, we don't want something to blow up and stuff. But they have sensors everywhere. They can literally see how your car is doing. They can see like what level each fuel cell is. Like they can see everything. So it's like no real excuses there. It's just kind of they don't want the whole Rich Rebuilds thing. He's got a channel. He actually made an electrified garage. So he opened up a garage to fix Teslas, which is cool.
Huh. Is that illegal?
Yeah. I mean, it's not illegal. It's just not supported by Tesla whatsoever. So
that's more what I meant.
Yeah.
Or would they? Is he any? Probably not if he's doing it and putting it on YouTube. But you not in any danger of like legal issues with Tesla?
No. I mean, like it's like once you start doing that stuff, you avoid like the warranty, I think, and things. But a lot of these are already out of warranty. And that's the whole point.
Gotcha.
Like it's super expensive to fix, and if you go to any Tesla shop, even if it's doesn't have to be Tesla, as long as Tesla approves it, it's still ridiculously expensive. It takes a long time to get fixed. So I don't see why they don't open up the third party. So that's my little Tesla rate. I'm kind of mad at them.
Gotcha. Well, I feel like, Lane, this opens up a little niche in the market for a kind of janky alternative to Tesla.
Oh, God. What do you have in mind, Ben?
Well, we could open up we could start
Push
crowdsourcing where we have our own electric vehicle and you can do whatever the heck you want to do with it. There's no big brother involved. It's what electric.
Should we call it? Volt it or something.
Volt it?
Volt it. Oh my God.
I haven't gotten that far yet because I literally just thought about it as you were talking.
Oh, gotcha.
But I feel like there's a hole in the market for a more affordable, less quality alternative to Teslas.
If they keep this up, I think they're going to lose a lot of fans because I'm like on the fence right now. I'm like, that's like you can't even repair, fix your own car. You can't even supercharge. Like you're literally stuck at your own house.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm kind of like rocking towards I'm not a fan anymore, which is kind of hard to do.
Right. And so like, so where we are, like Central Florida, like how many charging stations do we have in our city?
Tons.
Oh, tons, really?
City? Like Ocala wise?
Yeah, Ocala.
I like two. I think, yeah.
There's the one in that plaza on 200.
And there's one in the village. I mean, it's not technically Ocala, but like kind of
that's not even
general.
Ocala. Was it closer to you than the one on 200?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The villages is way closer than that, so yeah. But there's a lot of them across the U.S. and they're just boom gone.
Yeah.
And all third party, like no supercharging whatsoever.
Stinks, man.
What? You can't do anything. So.
Yeah, I don't know how this would. Yeah, I would imagine this would hurt them pretty good.
Yeah, so hopefully it was just they kind of overstepped their bounds type thing, and they realize it and take it back, or they figure out something because that's just retarded,
right? Or it might be one of those things like an Apple thing where, like, I mean, Apple is people complain about Apple being proprietary, but at this point I don't think they're any more proprietary than Samsung or whatever. But I get that.
I'm pretty sure they are, but I'm not a fan of Apple, dude. I'm talking to the wrong guy.
And so like they could do virtually anything at this point, and I would just follow suit because I love pretty much. I mean, I love Mac, I love iPhones, I love the look, the feel, I like how they all talk to each other. But I'm wondering if it's going to hurt them or just one of these things like, well, Tesla is because Apple also, is also for people who don't care. It's just like an image thing. Right. They feel like Apple is cooler than, and so, which is not really why I do. I like the feel but anyways, but a lot of people will go for it. Like a lot of people go for it just because it's that name. It's the Apple, which at this point is not, used to be leaps and bounds better than anything else, but now, I mean, Samsung and all those other companies are doing as good,
Samsung
if not making better.
Comes out with something, and 5 years later, the iPhone comes out with it, and it's the same exact retail price, and you add $100 to it, and that's basically what's been going on. Maybe like 3 years.
Okay, Apple used to be way, way ahead of anybody else, but now, I mean, Samsung and these other companies are doing just as well. If
after
not,
Jobs passed,
they stopped innovating.
Yeah.
And so other companies, like with these new foldy phones that are so popular.
Yeah. Samsung Fold and stuff like that.
The new
love
flip
that
phone,
technology.
actually, like the Razor, kind of cool, man.
I love the tech. I think it needs to get better first, but I love the whole idea.
Yeah.
I would really want some kind of holographic wristwatch thing, boom, pop up. Man. I'll have to show you in poker, if you play Poker Stars VR, you hit your watch and this holographic thing pops up, and it's just the coolest thing. Like if that ever comes out, sold.
Getting it.
Pre-sold right now. Bought. Done. But yeah, I mean, people who follow Tesla, it's kind of like a cult following.
Yeah, but I mean, the fanboys are pretty hardcore.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure like the fan base is for sure still going to be there, but it's just crazy,
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So,
well, it's kind of like this Tesla and what's his name?
Elon,
yeah, Musk. It's kind of like the wild, wild west, almost like a new frontier that they're kind of pioneering.
Yeah.
And now, but as they get bigger and more, you're going to have to start. It's a corporation. You're gonna have to make choices like this. It's kind of comes with the territory.
Yeah.
I think at least.
I mean, Teslas have no problem blowing up on their own. So maybe they just don't want any more added damage to it. I mean, I say that with sarcasm. It has happened. I mean, the odds that are like super rare. It's usually like flooded or something like that. But I think Google's thinking about buying them.
Really?
Something about Google is proposing to buy Tesla. I don't know if what's the headway on that, but that's what I heard.
That would be interesting.
I don't know if it'd be good or bad. I really don't.
Probably bad.
Yeah.
Probably definitely bad.
Man. Yeah.
For innovation and that side of things, the kind of Tesla
lots
and all
of
that
money.
Dude, holy cow!
Start cranking out Teslas, lower prices. But if it can't fix them and supercharge them, then what's the
right. Do you think like Tesla and the companies are just like a dumpster fire on the inside? I wonder, like, because they're so cool and sexy on the outside, but like, you wonder because all new, everything they're doing is new. Like we talk about this, you can't. They're a car company, but also a tech company. Like I wonder how much of just a crapshoot it all is
just
behind the
dumpster
scenes.
Fire on meth, everyone's
just to survive. And
I know for the Model 3 production, they actually had some of their workers camping out in tents, like at the factory.
Oh, see, I heard Elon was like sleeping on the floor.
Yeah. I don't know why he was sleeping on the floor, but I did hear that too.
He was crazy genius inventor.
So look
kind
good
of guy.
on Washington Post.
So sound good on Rogan, yeah.
But yeah, that's just crazy. But that's about what 55 minutes, 60
minutes.
Well,
I'll tell you what, we squeezed out more than I thought we could out of this one. Yeah.
So this has kind of been like a dad update episode,
update kind of thing.
Yeah. So if you have any kind of fun child related stories, things that aggravate you now that you're a dad and you look back and your dad used to get pissed at you for, feel free to drop it in the comments, leave a like, always subscribe.
Or if you need any dad advice from two very qualified dads.
Oh, absolutely.
We would love to change your life with your reply.
Oh, yeah. So this has been it for episode number 15, the Big 1-5.
Big 1-5.
We'll see you guys next week.
Later.